Good afternoon, students. So welcome back to online classes. Today I'm going to teach you about the optical communication. So before proceeding with the optical communication, let us take the definition of what's the meaning of the communication. So communication, in the sense, we are going to use one sender, one receiver, and we are going to pass the information. So when we are establishing this kind of phenomena, then we can say that it is a communication, right? So communication, you already have learned about analog and digital communication. So now in today's class we are going to proceed with what's the meaning of the optical communication. And before proceeding with that, today in today's class we are going to discuss what's the introduction of the communication. So students, so we are proceeding with the communication part. So in your 6th semester you will be having the optical communication subject. So this optical communication you actually used in the optic fibers. So basically we know that what is a fiber optics. Fiber optics is nothing but a phenomena in which we are going to use the core cladding technique. We are going to utilize the total internal reflection. You need to know about what's the incident light and how it is going to work on the principle of law of reflection. All the points you need to keep in mind so as to proceed with the optical communication. Okay, so basically the optical communication, so this is a part of the electronics and communication engineering. You will be having this as an elective. So basically the optical communication can be utilized by considering these all kind of phenomena. Okay, so in today's class the main concern of mine, I'm just going to teach you about the communication part, with basically what's a working of it and how it is going to work. So students, so let's move with the subject, what actually the completely syllabus you do have. So in this we are using the optical communication, which is a subject code over here we do have is PC 674 EC. Okay, this is a subject code you do have, and in this we are going to learn what are the cohort's objective. What actually you're going to learn after learning this whole subject, you're going to learn these all parameters. First thing, we are going to learn the propagation through optical fibers, configuration, losses and dispersions through optical fibers, understanding the operation principle of light sources. Light sources means how we are going to get the light and where actually it's going to work on it. So okay, even for the transmitter and the receiver. And at the end we are going to learn the view of losses and the dispersion links with the dispersion part. Okay, so first unit talk about what is the first unit is all about. First unit is all about evaluation part. In evaluation part we are going to learn how the optical fiber can be work as a structural guides. So what is the meaning of structural guides? It's nothing but we are going to use a guiding systems in which we are going to use a waveguides. We are going to utilize that and we are going to find out structure of it. Okay, that's a unit 1. So coming back to the unit 2, in unit 2 we are going to learn about its attenuation, how it is going to use as a dispersion part. This is our complete unit 2. Okay, so in this main concept what we are going to learn is we are going to learn about the losses, core, cladding. As I said, optical fiber used for core and cladding phenomena, and how it is going to use as a connector, what are the issues of it, how it is going to work as an optimizer. The details of it we are going to learn in unit 2. Okay, in the unit 3 we are going to main focus on the your bands, what are the direct and indirect band gap we do have, and how do we design the LED, light emitting diode. You already have learned about it, the basics you know. So in this thing we are going to use the optical source, amplifiers and couplings, how it is going to work. Okay, so it also had a rate of external and internal part. This is the concept we are going to learn about it. Okay, so this is actually we are going to learn in details about it. Then we are going to proceed with the unit 4. In unit 4 the basic thing what actually I am going to teach you here is, here we are going to learn about photo detectors and receivers. So in this we do have a pin diode, we do have SNR. What is SNR actually? Signal to noise ratio. So you already come across these concepts in your communication subject. Okay, we know about avalanche breakdown and everything. Here we are going to utilize those kind of concepts. Okay, then come back to the unit 5. In unit 5 our main concept is to use as a digital links. So see, as you can see here, it's a digital links and optical networks. It is going to function based upon that, and its main function is to find out the link power budget and rise time budget, noise effect on system performance, operational principles. As you can see here, its application part, its WDM and Abronium doped amplifier, introductory concept of SONET and SDH network, multi-signal interface in fibers, bandwidth utilization, interface with nano-electronic devices. So we are going to learn how the nano-electronic devices got interface with the our optical networks. Okay, so this is the concepts we do have in the unit 5. This is about the overview of all your 5 units. So basically in these 5 units we are going to cover the whole concepts. So starting from unit 1, unit 1 says the optical fiber structural waveguides. Okay, here is waveguides we are going to learn. In unit 2, attenuation and dispersions. In the unit 3, optical source amplifier and couplers. In this already have explained you the basic of it, the overview of the chapter. And unit 4 we are going to learn about photodetector and receiver. And unit 5, digital links and optical network. Okay, so these are the basics we do have, and we are going to, you can use this particular textbooks for your reference. Gott Kaiser, Optical Fiber Communication or Optical Communication Principle and Practices by J. Senior, J. Gower, Optical Communication System, 2001 edition, or BIN. This is BIN, Digital Optical Communication. Okay, this is first Indian reprint. Okay, in Taylor and Francis ESD publication, and you can use for MMK, Liu Principle and Application of Optical Communication. Okay, this is just an introduction of your all units. So see students, so this is the introduction part, the topic of optical fiber. As you can see in the figure, as you can see here, there are how many wires we do have. See, these are the number of wires we are using. This is our core cladding. This is our complete optical fiber outer look, how it is look like an outer part. Just an example of optical fiber, how the optical fiber look like a physically form. Okay, so as you can see the blue flow of presentation, what actually it's going to use, as you are using the first part we are going to learn is introduction. Second is the optical fiber communication, evaluation of optical fiber, how the optical fiber come into picture. Fourth is structure of optical fiber, working principle of optical fiber, classification part we are going to learn, optical fiber communication, how it is going to communicate and why it is using as an emerging technology everywhere, advantages and disadvantages of optical fiber, and who has started the company list, the vendor, and the kind of use in these different kind of cities. So these are the things we are going to use in the optical fiber. So basically students, what is the optical fiber? Fiber optic or optical fiber referred as a medium. Medium means where we are using the different kind of phenomena. It's used to passage the number of signals, right? And the technology associated with the transmission of information as light impulses along a glass or plastic wire or fiber. Fiber optics were carried much more information than conventional copper wire. So most telephone companies along distance lines are now using the optical fiber. So optical fibers used everywhere, I can say that, so as to use the line to send information through the optical medium. Okay, that is the definition of it. And the evolution, who has started that part, optical fiber, first person who has started is Alexander Graham Bell. Okay, in 1880. Then 1930 patent or tubing, and then 1950 patent for 2 layers glass. This is used for 2-layer glass waveguide. The 1960 it is used for laser, first use as a light source. 1965 high loss of light discovered. In 1970 refining of manufacturing process by John Tyndall demonstrated in 1870, that only useful in 1970s. So this is just an introductory part of optical fiber. So the optical fiber look like this. First thing, inside part, what we call it as? We call it as core. Upper side is cladding. Then upper side, lower layer is what? Buffer coating. For that particular form, this is useful. So in detail of it, we are going to learn in the next class. Okay. In today's class, we just took the introductory part and how it is going to work and what are the things it consists of. Everything we have covered. Okay. So this is the introduction. Next class, we are going to learn in detail. Thank you.